Okay, so tonight we have something really exciting. We're testing out the Curse of Strahd overlay, and as part of the fun of that, we're gonna do a little one shot tonight, and I really want to thank Kate and Bethany and Sarah for being troopers for an hour and a half of technical sitting through
Difficulties.
technical changes and everything while I tweak this screen. So um, we're just going to test a couple of things out. But that being said, I figure what better way to end a sound video check with a than with a nice little one shot here tonight. So we're going to jump right into that after we introduce our folks. So uh, Kate, you go first.
My name is Kate. I live in Illinois. I'm 23. Dijkstra is the most generic, normal-looking half-elf you could ever come across. He's literally called Dijkstra the Unassuming. His face is constantly in the meh position, and nothing surprises nor frightens him.
Awesome. And Bethany, tell us about you and your character.
I am Bethany. I am 31. I live in Massachusetts, and I am playing Maylene, the dwarf fighter. And she is short, and she has a nice red beard.
Awesome. And Sarah?
I'm Sarah. I live in Oklahoma. I am 25 and I am playing Cree, the little changeling bard who seems to just change form on a whim. So,
Awesome. And I'm Christopher. I'm DMing tonight. I'm old enough to know better, but still too young to care. And we're gonna jump into it. So a little bit, guys, a little bit about your characters. Your characters do know each other. You actually had been adventuring together. You guys were actually sent on an escort mission to escort a caravan out of Waterdeep because in a certain area there's a very, very dense fog and no one could really explain what's going on. Um, they're not quite sure if it's for sure, if it's rumors, but there's rumors that werewolves are attacking people in this fogged area of the road. And you guys, y'all had um, escorted the convoy, and in fact, you did get attacked by werewolves. You were victorious, and and you guys came to the local tavern called the Flaccid Pony, and and so you guys are you guys are there. You're kind of resting up. You've already been here about a day. You kind of were hoping that the fog would clear up and lift. It's almost like as if it's a supernatural type fog or something. But you guys have been there for two and a half days. You're all healed up. You've patched yourself up. You're ready to turn back to Waterdeep because you're going to get your money. And this is the night before. Um, and So you guys are you're down at the bar like y'all been most nights. It's not super late, like it's not like midnight or anything, but it is very dark out. What little bit of light during the day you could see um, was you there is a you can tell when it becomes night. It's a very dense fog, but when that's completely gone, when you look up, you don't see the sky, you don't see anything. So um, basically, you guys, just to reiterate, you guys have found that this dense fog has been a shadow over town for a quarter of a 10 day. Nonetheless, our characters I just described, you guys are going to be heading out in the morning. This is your last night. Um, and you're excited to collect your well deserved reward for protecting the caravan from werewolves. The silvered weapons that you all have, by the way, you all have silver weapons, definitely came in handy on the trip. Um, you were hired by Lord of Waterdeep to perfect the caravan because of this fog, um, and you guys were victorious. So you guys so let's just you can take us there to this scene of you guys. You're at a table, maybe you have a meal. I'm assuming you have ale So just describe to me what you guys would be doing, hanging out together this last night at the tavern.
Dijkstra would definitely be just kind of watching everybody, um, just kind of looking around, seeing what his companions. But he
Trying to
wouldn't
figure
speak.
out why it's called the Flaccid Pony, of all things. Of all the
I,
things they could have called it, the Flaccid Pony.
Dijkstra feels neither here nor there.
I'm just drinking some ale,
yes,
hanging out.
yes. As you guys are enjoying that, a barmaid comes up to you and she says, "Oh, would you like some more ale or food, or would you like me to take it away?"
More ale.
More ale, absolutely. She kind of winks at you, say, "I gotcha," and she goes off to the back there, and so as you guys are sitting and enjoying, taking a few minutes, she does come back, and this time she actually has a sort of a little mini keg, little mini barrel, and she sets it up, and you can just pull the spigot down and basically have your entire fill of ale as much as you would want.
I'm just drinking a ton of ale right now, and
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a little drunk.
Dijkstra is thinking about the local economy.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. And as you guys are sitting there and enjoying it, um, you hear a loud uh, bust, like a loud commotion come from the door, and you guys see this character brush through the door, and and she just screams with frantic fear in her eyes. You see this hooded woman, and she just falls down and to her knees, and she cries out. She says, "Please, please, someone help! My child has been taken by a man who turned into a beast. He took my child into the forest. Please, someone help me!" And she just is just absolutely distraught.
I'm
Oh
gonna look
man.
at Kree and Dijkstra and be like, well, what do you say?
Well, I mean, yeah, we probably should do something.
And she kind of hears you guys talking, and she looks up and she says, "Please, I have gold. I have much gold. I can reward you for helping me. Please, we must go quickly. I'm afraid it may be too late for my child. This
Dijkstra will
beast could
stand
move
up.
so quickly."
Dijkstra will stand up. He is very unassuming when he stands. He will calmly walk to the door.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Point
And
which way?
so, are you guys willing to go with her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so she says, come quickly. I'll show you the way. And so as you guys are going through, you can see that she's going at a hurried pace. Um, she um, she says to you as you guys are going, she said, uh, she just pleads with you and says, thank you so much for your assistance. And as you guys are going, it's very, very dark. Do all of you guys have dark vision, or there?
I
No.
do.
Yeah, there's
I do not.
yeah, it's it is enough light that your dark vision that you can see, but it is extremely dark, and this fog is very, very tense. And
I
give
will light a torch.
Yeah, absolutely. And you notice your torch,
I do not.
where it normally would give out light like in a with like a 20-foot radius. You can see that its light is almost being um, contracted by this dense fog, and it's about a 10-foot radius where normally you'd have more light. And if you could, Deesh, uh, Dijkstra, give me a perception check. Maylene, give me a perception check, and Cree, give me a perception check at advantage because you have your light out.
19.
I have my lovely little light because I can't see in the dark.
Oh, oh, if you can't, well, I'll go ahead and give you advantage. I was gonna say if you can't see in the dark, it'd probably be, but I'll give you that since you have a light out.
But it's a
Because the dark
21.
visions, y'all only see gray in dark vision. You don't see color, but Cree can kind of make color. So what did you get on that?
21.
21. And Maylene, what did you get?
16.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you guys, she's almost out of sight, but y'all catch her, and you're able to keep up with her, um, and you guys can see that uh, she has she has on her this big axe, so she's either a woodcutter or something like that, and as you guys see her dart through, she goes, "We have to be close now. Please hurry, hurry! Can you run any faster, my son, my son?" And give me one more uh, perception check to make sure you can follow her.
Lady, do you see the size of my legs? I really can't keep up.
Yeah, I'm a
That's
halfling.
gonna
That's not
be
gonna
nat
happen.
20.
Yeah. Well, if y'all are dashing, you should be able to go 50 feet, right? Okay. Yeah. What did you get on your perception?
4.
Okay. Yeah. And what did you get, Maylene? Cree got it too. What did Maylene get?
No, I got a nat 20.
Oh, a 20. Okay.
Nat 20.
Do you not add anything to that?
It's 22.
Okay. Maylene's like taking us on a roller coaster ride. Woo! Around the house. Everybody has to lean so we match Maylene here.
Everyone gets this aerial view
Well, I'll,
of
I'll assume
Moon.
I'll assume since
Maylene.
yeah, since you guys found you almost lost her, but you did catch that she sort of took a dart out into the right, into the woods, and she can see that you saw her, and she says, uh, "Please, we're just about there." And give me one more perception check, all three of you.
9.
Okay. And Maylene,
Dirty 20.
a what?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. And Maylene, maybe we lost audio on Maylene.
Really?
She can't hear us.
What she think we're just? Can you hear us? Can you wave at the camera if you can hear us? Maylene,
Nah, she can't
Maylene.
hear us.
Yeah, but then she would be just sitting there thinking we're not talking.
I think she's trying to problem.
Oh, something on the computer or something.
Yeah, she looks focused.
Okay, so as you guys turn through, you come to this clearing. Oh, did Bethany write
Oh,
back?
she's not even on roll 20.
Yeah, it looked like she rolled.
Oh, okay. She gonna try to log back in.
Probably.
Yeah, let me see.
She ain't looking at us, so I mean,
I was gonna talk about how great Discord was being.
Oh.
Think she doesn't know.
it heard your thoughts
Yeah, you
and
jinxed it.
instantly had to disprove you.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can't tell if she's trying to log back in or she said she can't hear us too, right?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes,
I can hear you.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't
good.
know what
You
happened.
switched to Sprint. Good deal.
I'm on Sprint, thank you very much.
Okay, so Bethany, basically what was going on, or I'm sorry, Maylene, you guys were going and she was kind of running ahead of you, and you guys were almost um, missing her, but you were able to catch her, so you did not lose her, and she comes to a stop in the woods, and and she says to you, she comes to a stop in the woods and she says to you, um, it's time that we rid these. Okay, there we go. So she says to you, she takes out her her gray axe that she had. It was on her back, but she kind of pulls it out of the thing, and you can tell that she's definitely it's not necessarily like a damsel in distress thing at all. She clearly is able to assist. It's not like, hey, it's like more like, come help me get my kid than it is I do them all. And she goes and she says, these foul creatures that are in this land, these uh, half man, half wolves. It's an abomination. And she says, and she says to you guys, she says, um, it's my charge to rid this place of all of it. And y'all want to say anything to her? You want me to, let's get him, or help her out, or say, well, whatever.
Well, Kate has a feeling, but Dijkstra probably just kind of stand there and go, huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so um, as she says this, um, she takes the great axe that she has and she twirls it um, around like a, I don't, like a, what do you call those people that do that? Uh, um,
Baton? Like a
Baton
yeah, like a
twirler.
baton. Like she twirls
baton?
it around a baton, and as she does it, you guys can see that the fog begins to clear. So Cree, now your torch, you can now see 20 feet, and as it begins to clear this dense fog, it's beginning to even rise up, and you guys can see briefly for the first time in several days. You can kind of see a few stars, like as the sky begins to open up, and it gets bigger and bigger as this fog is removed, and it pretty much removes all the way to a nice clearing, and you can see that you guys are in the woods, and you're in this clearing, and and she's standing about here, and you guys are kind of around. You guys are kind of around here. Um, as you guys sort of chased her
Cree's
in.
just standing off to the side, like, well,
Yeah. So
excuse you.
so as she does this, you guys, as you're looking up, you can see, again, you see the stars, and and she says to you, she says, this is the best way to deal with these, and and as it begins to clear, you guys feel uncontrollably. You feel your body, and Cree, you said you were a changeling.
Hmm.
So I mean, I guess you're used to changing, but you guys can feel yourself begin to change and mutate into this uh, wolf form, and you actually you find your, so to you, uh, think it was Maylene. Maylene, you said you were unaware of this, correct? And-
I don't think I really picked, but
oh,
yeah,
okay.
that sounds good.
I guess you're unaware.
I'll be unaware. That's
Yeah, so
fine.
so you're like unaware, and you're mutating into this monster of a basically like a humanoid wolf form with claws and you retain your as I said, this special rule that we have for this session. You find yourself growing extremely strong, and you feel very dexterous. Um, and so and you would want to add like you'd have a +5 dexterity and a +5 strength, and Dijkstra, you unknowing what's going on, but you find yourself, you can see your companions turning into these monstrosities, and you can feel it doing the same to you. Um,
Surprised Pikachu face.
yeah, I know. Yeah, and Cree, is this a surprise to you, or did you
Yes,
embrace
because
it?
normally I would be able to control my shifting.
Yeah, so you're used to having total control over that, but here it's out of your control, and and you turn into this beast form, and and as this happens, she looks down at you, and she looks down at you and she says, "You may fool everyone else, but you don't fool me." And she makes an attack at, we'll say, uh, Dijkstra, because you're right next to her. I don't know if you meant to be or not, but you are. Um, she makes attack at Dijkstra, um, and that would be a 17, 12, and an 11. So did any one of
Only the
those?
17 hits.
Only the 17 hits. So she takes this great um, axe here, and she comes down. Oh, wait. Maybe she did hit you. Hang on. Um, okay. What's your AC? Because it's going to be +5 on that too. So the first one was 17 +5. What is your AC at?
15 is my
15. She should have hit you with all three because she has a +5. The numbers I gave you, because it was 11 and what in 11 a 12. I pulled my dice off. It was 11 and
it's like
12
a
and a 7.
17.
Yeah, 11, 12, 17 is 5 on top of that. So that should be a 16, a 17, and then a 23. See how it hits. So it's going to be, so she comes down on you, and that's going to be, um, let's see, that's going to be 8 points to 8 points, 7 points, and 7 points. So 8, 7, 7. There'd be 14.
14 plus 8 is what?
I'm trying to add that here.
14 plus 8 would be 22. I'm down
You're down.
to 1. I have 23 hit
Oh
points, and I
God.
think that adds.
Yeah. So she comes in and attacks, and you guys are up. Now, for the sake of the game, though, because you guys are level 3 adventurers, you easily can declare that you'd have at least 2 healing potions on each of you. By level 3, I'm sure you would have obtained that. So you would have you each would have 2 healing potions.
I'll
I'd
write
like
that down.
I'd like to think that level 3s would have a couple of healing potions on them. But anyways, you guys are up. So the first one up is Cree. You're up. So
Alright, because I'm better with.
she's got this large blade that obviously seems to be very effective against you.
I mean, she should have thought of that before a- attacking us just because of what we are. So, I mean,
Go for
and
it.
I'm better with my I'm better with my blade, so I'm gonna take a swing at her.
All right.
'Cause fuck that bitch.
Yeah, and remember we have like a +5 strength, +5 dexterity special rule for simplicity. If you are using something that would matter in this wolf form.
So 29 to hit.
21 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
Or
I'm gonna give
I
you,
said
for the
29.
sake of time, I'll give you her AC. It's 15. So if you guys are gonna hit and you,
Well, the question is, what's the modifier for a 23 dexterity?
your dexterity mod right now in this form is +5. So if you hit like with a uh, rapier or something, it would be +5 plus your proficiency and then your roll +5 damage.
Yeah, so he's not
Okay.
adding 5
Yeah,
onto
it's not
your score. He's changing it to 5.
right. Your dexterity and your
Um,
strength in this form is +5.
that makes me sad because that is like so close to what I already have.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
plus
for
4
some it may not be
dexterity,
much of a change really if you have really high strength. But I think
but
at
that's
level 3,
11
yeah.
piercing damage.
You do how many? How much?
11 piercing damage.
And what are you hitting with?
A rapier.
Yeah, so you slash through her, and you can tell she's just She goes, "You foul beast!" And she take you can see it kind of cut through her cloak that she's wearing. You guys can see that she has again. I told you about the cloak, right? She has a cloak. She has a ring on, and she has this large axe that was in a big leather pouch on her back, but now it's out of that. Um, so help me remember about that cloak and ring. Okay, so that's um, who's up next? Dijkstra, you're up. So you can uh, because I just started you right in front of her, which isn't necessarily fair. If you want to not be in front of her, you don't have to. I mean, you can just move if you want to do that. I kind of forced you where you started.
No, that's fine. I was the first out the door. Let's see. I would probably move back first. So I have 25.
Yeah, you can do a disengage. I think disengage is your action.
I'm not really just. Let me attack her first before I move and then try to hide myself because I'm a rogue.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You're able to leave. You're able to do that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
now
gonna hit her with
Cree,
my short
Cree,
sword
did you hit her with
first.
a melee weapon? Didn't you say you
I
hit her
did.
with a rapier? Because then you would be within 5 feet
Yeah,
of her.
I
So that
did.
so then you would get sneak attack.
Yeah, I'd move to get sneak attack.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. And it's her AC is 15.
Does sneak attack add anything? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a level 3 sneak attack. I think is it 3d6? I know it's at least 2d6. Um,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
let me check here real quick.
I don't think I hit her. Just curious.
Oh, what did you roll to hit?
'Cause
How
I think I
much?
only rolled a 12. Yeah, I only rolled a 12 to hit.
What was your dice roll?
My dice roll was 7, and then it's a
7?
+4
Yeah.
with my short sword,
Yeah, no. Yeah, that misses, yeah.
or 11. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
So yeah, you
I'd
can use
oh,
your
I can't really
action
see
to
the bow
get
anymore.
away. Yep. Okay, and Maylene, you're up.
Would I be able to get away and hide?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to run to the woods and try to hide, yeah, I'll give you that.
I can't see the board anymore, though.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, so you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's your how far can you move?
25 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you want to move over here, then you could be under half cover with these rocks.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. All right, and Maylene, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move closer to her and
So it's good that we're learning because I forgot to turn the Roll20 screen on the feed. That was the but that's okay. That's what I was learning for.
so I got 16 to attack
Yep, that hits.
and I do 13 points a day.
Okay, yeah. And she's up and she is going to she's going to take a swipe at Maylene. So this is going to be you know what? Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so 4 7. Okay, let's see here. 1 second, I just gotta check the. Okay, 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 5 is 13. Okay. I added one of the. Oh, no, okay, that's fine. Okay, so the first one misses. The second one going at Maylene. Jeez. So I rolled a 2 on the first one and a 1 on the next one. Wow.
Back to crappy rolls.
Back to the same old. All right, then the last one is gonna go for Cree. Well, that one, hey, that's a 15 there. 15 plus a whole bunch. Is your AC close to 15?
15.
It is 15. Okay, yeah,
It's 15.
Yeah. Okay, so that hits for oh, that's nice. 1 plus 5, so it hits for 6. 6 points of axe damage. Whatever that is.
Alright.
It's rolling so low.
Slashing.
Okay, and yeah, so she took her turn, and we are back up now to Cree. You're up.
Alright. Let's get the ball rolling on another attack. That's gonna be a happy nat 20.
A 20.
A nat 20.
Okay, yeah, so you do your damage dice twice, and then add your.
What are you doing, you weird dog? Sorry, my dog's being weird. That's gonna be 19 damage.
19 damage total? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you guys are. Y'all are
19
y'all are being
FU
very
damage.
efficient. Y'all are being efficient. Okay, next up is Dijkstra. So you add 2 to your AC where you're at. And,
Yeah.
and yeah, if you have a
Can
ranged
I
weapon, you
see?
can do it.
I do. I have a ranged weapon. Can I use sneak attack at all?
Yeah, you get sneak attack because they're within 5 feet.
Perfect. Let's roll and see what happens there.
Oh, and I was going to tell you, yeah, your sneak attack at level 3 is 2d6. So, yeah, you roll your.
Okay.
You roll
Well,
your,
I rolled a 4, so
a 4 to
I can't
hit.
guarantee anything. Yeah, like a 4 to hit.
Yeah, you're in a good position. Hey, you just can't seem to You're all flustered at the fact that you're some kind of a monster now. So
Yeah, either the fact that I'm at 1 hit point, can I take a bonus action to
well,
drink that
yeah,
that healing
it
potion I
take an
have?
action to drink it. So you could do that on your. You have to wait for your turn. Um, so let's see here. But yeah, you can do it on your next turn if you want. Um, yeah, she's taking damage, but she definitely seems strong for a human. I can't, you know, or for what you guys are used to. Um, so Maylene, you're up. So if you guys are gonna attack her and you want to pre-roll it, that's okay. Or like if you're uh, Maylene or Dijkstra, if you're gonna take a healing potion your next turn, you would just pre-roll that and say I took a potion and got healed for this. You can go ahead and pre-roll that.
What would I roll for a healing potion?
It'd be 2d4 plus 2. Okay, and Bethany, you're up.
So I got 17 to
That,
attack,
yep, that
and
hits.
I do 11 points of damage.
All right. Jeez, God, you guys are really laying on some damage here. Well, it's okay. I wanted you to have a chance, and if I would not have rolled so crazy bad, then you guys would be dead right now. I'm just saying. Um,
I'm basically dead. I don't know what you're saying.
okay,
You
so that's
realize
Maylene.
this
So
happens literally every time, right? You
what's that?
roll absolutely shit
No, I'm rolling
every single
really bad. I'm
time.
rolling like ones and twos. I'm rolling. It's
That's
like
not unusual for you, though. At least when you're at the table with me.
okay. This one is on Maylene. That's got to be a hit because that's 16 plus a ton. So Maylene would take 10 points of slashing damage. Second one, shoot. If a 2 didn't hit you last time, I guess a 2's not going to hit you this time. All right, and then the final one on Cree, 14. That's got to hit because it's 14 plus 5, so that's. All right, so you would take. This is her attack dice, by the way, a d12. I just can't seem to roll anything above a 3. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Uh, hang on, I gotta show you this. Let me slide it over here. I don't know if y'all can see in there. Uh, I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyways, here. I have a d12, right? I roll a 1. A 1
Oh,
on my damage dice.
oh.
Like, I mean, if it could just pick one other number, it's a d12, 1 through 12, and I'm rolling a 1. So the only way I'm even doing damage is because of the high plus. So you take 6 points of axe damage, whatever that is, slashing. Um, okay, and then now it's back up to Cree. You, let me say this: if you want to take the healing potion, you can, but Cree, your character would know that y'all are really putting a big dent in her right now. So it's up to you if you want to take your healing or attack. Either which you can make whatever choice you want. Go ahead. So Cree, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap her again because how dare she? And that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So she's like, bring it on. She's got like a little bit of blood going down the side of her mouth there.
And 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. All right, and that puts Dijkstra. You're up. So either take your healing potion or attack.
Yeah, I took the healing potion and now I'm at 7 hit points.
Can you attack with a bonus? Okay. Well, that's okay. Um,
You can attack with your bonus action if you have a weapon in your offhand and you used your
I
action to
think you,
attack.
yeah, you had to attack to, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's okay. You're that's okay. You got some hit points now, and you're in a pretty good position over there.
Can I
Um,
move to more full cover?
oh yeah, yeah, it would. You can, yeah, you can climb in the tree. You have plenty of movement. So if you want to be, you want to be full cover in the tree.
I,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, with your new dexterity, you can leap right up there, and you can find a place in the tree to be completely covered. Um, so it's now it's up to Dijkstra. You're up. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Dijkstra. Maylene, you're up.
I'm going to attack again. 15 to attack, and I
Yes, that hits.
do 8 points a day.
You know what it is? I assumed y'all had 4 players. And you only have 3. That's what.
Hmm.
Um, you probably would have had a better chance. Okay, just so y'all know, I'm switching dice. All these guys are going to dice jail. Y'all are out. Sorry. Okay, now we got new dice here. Okay, first one on Maylene. 11. That'd be a 16.
Nope, doesn't hit.
All right, so you missed the second one. A 14 plus 5. That's a 19. That's got to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, that does hit. Okay, and you take. Come on, come on. We got some good rolls. I only have one d12, so ah.
Hmm.
Okay, you take 11 points of slashing damage, Maylene,
Okay.
and Cree
Come at me, boo.
8 plus 5, 13. 13 doesn't hit you, I guess.
13 does not.
Okay, yeah, so she misses. I think she landed 1 hit. If she can land them, she's doing good. Um, that takes us up to Cree. You're up.
As I said before, how fucking dare she?
You're
That's gonna be a 20 something to hit.
yeah, anything above 15 hits. You guys got it kind of close.
And another 12 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is she
Doing
down?
She's
non-lethal.
like
Doing non-lethal because
literally
I'm
hanging on. So Dijkstra, if you want to take a shot, see if you can finally land one.
Yeah, let's see if I can land one attack. Here we go. Just a 14.
No.
No, it does not.
So you shoot.
Oh no, wait, I have my bonus action.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, 2 doesn't do any better. Next player.
So I mean, you're kind of contributing, but you're not sure.
Kinda.
Kind of not
okay.
quite sure where it goes.
Just
And
just for
Maylene,
future reference,
come on,
bows do not follow the double tap rule
take her down.
unless you have an actual extra attack.
I do 17 to attack, and I do
That hits.
um
Do you have any
7
bonus?
points.
Yeah, do you have any bonus whatsoever? Can you roll a 1 on your attack? Okay,
I
so
did 7 points a day.
and um so how do you do this? How do you describe to us how you finish her off?
I'm gonna do like some like fancy spin move and just come down with my axe right into her her
Yeah.
skull right
So
here.
yeah, so she's sitting
I
there.
was gonna leave her alive so we could question her on why the fuck
So
she
she
Yeah.
so
decided that this was
you can
gonna be a
see
thing, but
you can see this axe like right in her head, and you're not even quite sure how she necessarily can communicate, and she's like, this this is not how it was supposed to go. And she falls to the ground dead.
Sucker.
And she's like,
Hey.
whoever was running my character clearly can't roll worth a flip. and she and she falls. So yeah, I mean this hooded figure. You guys right now, um, is this is the fog is there and that moon was shining down on you. The fog begins to close back, and as it closes back and this moon is covered up, your forms turn back into your normal self. Your characters are now aware that you must have gotten infected with lac- lycanthropy. Did I get it? Lycanthropy. You guys, y'all knew
Second time you did.
y'all fought werewolves before, um, but you're not quite sure who this character was. But yeah, so she's laying
Who's
there on
Little
the
Red
ground.
Riding
You
Hood,
see this
obviously.
large axe. You see this. She's got a ring on. She's got a cloak on. Y'all want to take her back to town?
I'll take the ring.
You wanna start
Little
grabbing
Red
stuff?
Riding Hood.
You wanna start looting her?
Yeah, I'll loot her.
I'll take the cloak.
So
Because
okay,
how fucking dare
if you
she?
so again, she's got a great axe. And so who took the ring?
I took the ring.
The ring is a ring of protection.
Oh man, I could use
And
that.
What
the
I get? What
and
I get?
the cloak is a cloak of is it cloak of protection or cloak of I think it's cloak of protection. Whatever one has the armor. I think it's cloak of protection.
Cloak of defense.
No, not descent. Uh, let me see. I think it is cloak of. Look up cloak of protection.
Yeah, cloak of protection.
Yeah, because it should be out of the monster manual. Cloak of protection. It requires attunement. Um, requires attunement. You gain a one plus bonus to AC and saving throws, and confirmed by Jeremy Crawford that does apply to a death saving throw. So if you do a death saving throw, you apply one to it. Plus one to that. Okay, so is anybody going to take the axe?
I'll take the axe.
Okay, so let me tell you what this axe does. Okay, and when we end the module, I'll message it to you so you have it. This axe is known as the Lichen Slayer. This is a great axe, which means it's a 1d12. Um, okay, this has a +1 against a werewolf. It has to be a werewolf, not anywhere, because there's were tigers and were bears and all that. This is only effective against werewolves. Okay, so it's a +1 against a werewolf when it's in wolf form only. Okay, did you get all that?
Yes.
Okay, there's more. If the werewolf is under a full moon, it's a +5. So that's +5 to hit and +5 to your damage bonus. Under a full moon. But only if you're attacking it when it's in its werewolf form. So if it's in like a human form, then it gets none of that benefit. So right there's +1 if it's not under a full moon, but in werewolf form. It's a +5 if it is in werewolf form and under a full moon. If there's not a full moon, the axe, you have to attune to it, but this axe has it gives off sort of like a pulsation, and if there is a werewolf within 100 feet of you radius, you know exactly where it is. There is no hiding. There's no, it could be buried under a pile of rubble, and you would know exactly within 100 feet where that werewolf is under the pile of rubble. Okay? If it's not a full moon. If there's a full moon out, that knowledge radius is 100 miles. You know where any werewolf is in 100 miles.
Damn.
If it's a full moon. So if you were a person that wanted to dedicate your life to slaying werewolves, you would want to get them underneath the full moon and wreak havoc on them. But if you do that, you want to roll better than I did. And I'll send you all that. So okay, so how do your characters um now y'all all know that you've been affected. So what do y'all want to do? You want to
I'll accept myself the way I am.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you can do that. So if you accept it, and I'll send this to you guys, you can accept it, and you actually can get to the point where you can change. Although I will say this mechanically, remember I had a special rule tonight about the +5. Um, you'll have to follow the actual the actual rules on that. So I will have to get those to you. Um, yeah, Maylene, what are you gonna do knowing that you must have been affected by one of the werewolves you fought? You gonna
I
keep it?
like it. I'm gonna keep it.
You're a werewolf and a werewolf slayer. Hmm.
The irony.
Yeah, really. It's like, hmm. And Kree, what are you gonna do? You're already a changeling. Kree's gonna fall asleep.
Silently freak out.
Yeah. Um.
Silently freak out because I can't control that.
Yeah. So you guys, yeah, you're in human form now. So if you guys make your way, back into town, I'm assuming you go back to your inn, the bar, and when you come in, they're like, what happened?
Oh, we found our kid. It was just waiting there for it was a false alarm. We made sure they got back home.
Oh, then some ale on the house for you. What noble, honorable adventurers you are. And they bring you some ale. And Maylene, do you say anything to the? I mean, everybody, they all know you left with that lady and you just came back. Uh, 30 minutes
Kree is
later.
distinctly drinking her troubles away,
Yeah.
or his troubles away,
Yeah, I'm gonna
its
say,
troubles away.
yeah. Cheers to our new forms.
New forms. What do you mean? And they're looking at you.
A lot
The
of bureaucracy. Don't
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's lots of beer and ale um, passing around, and yeah. So your characters, I'll you guys would the next morning you would make your way to Waterdeep. You would meet the Lord that owed you money, and he would pay each of you 1,000 gold pieces for your troubles. Um, and so. Let me end it with you guys sharing. We'll start with Kree. How does your character uh, first night back in Waterdeep? Um, what do you do? You just embrace it and move on with your life.
She Kree is probably like freaking out for a few days.
Yeah, I would
Like
say
trying to make sure that
yeah.
Kree can still control herself.
Yeah.
Because like
So let's say I'm asking for kind of what have your characters done your first 3 days back in Waterdeep. That is good. So you're just kind of freaking out. Maylene, what did your character do the first 3 days back in Waterdeep?
Are there any full moons?
No, no, it's been
I
fine.
just go to the pub, drink till I pass out, shower,
Yeah,
hang out.
every night. Yeah, yeah, you got good gold. Shoot. Yeah, you can let it rain. Um, and Dijkstra, what do you do in your 3 days in Waterdeep?
Dijkstra stares at the wall and contemplates the socioeconomic downfall of the previous.
Yeah. So as you guys are coming to accept yourselves, and sounds like you guys all embraced it. We'll say that it's been a good, 20, two 10-day, plus another one, and you guys are out and about, and you can see a flyer that in the next 3 days, everyone's excited for the big full moon festival that's coming up, and that's how we'll end our little one shot here. Thank you guys
Yay!
for murdering
Yeah.
for murdering my gladiator. So, uh, Evelyn was a
She's the
gladiator.
one. She's the one who decided to slap us first.
She was dedicated to
We
killing you
did
guys.
nothing wrong, and she still wanted to kill us. So it
Absolutely.
was her
Well,
own
let me
damn
let me and I'm going to
fault.
ask you guys on the technicality on what happened there. So thank you again. Thank you guys for helping me. I know this was a quick little one shot, but just to test everything out. And unfortunately, I forgot to hit through the screens, so I got to make a note to do that. But I did flip through them, uh, to check it out. So let me